Okay. And... let me just post this into Discord. Alright. By the way, for anyone who doesn't already know this, I've got a Discord. Just throwing that out there. Alright, so... I was in the middle of a time stop, smashing and taking everything for mine. It has been pointed out, and the thought had occurred to me, I could just burn everything, but I really hate doing that. It's not fun, it's not pleasant for me to burn everything. I just don't like it. The difficulty that I beat once? Twice. I can't think of what it's called. It's the difficulty, above fair, I think. Caster Magic's difficulties are different from the original Master Magic's difficulties, by the way. Yes, they do. The difficulty is as high as I can stand it, basically. But I seem to be winning this time. Okay, so this army... how did I miss this city over here? That's not good. We can only move 4 tiles a turn. Take me 2 turns down, 2 turns up. I might have to get more stuff into my plane. Alright, let me see. You're fully loaded, so you'll want to hit there. Oh, I missed one over there. What am I going to do about that? Actually, it wouldn't be the worst idea to have this crew hit that and start tearing through the plane in this direction. I might do that. Let's see. So many cities that need guards. What am I gonna do? 200 mana a turn. Let's do some quick math. If I could move at a rate of 2 towns per turn. I think I'll ignore the guards for the moment. Let's just keep hitting cities as fast as possible. Me? I can't possibly upkeep all them troops? Or are you just talking about the way the game plays in general? Oh, no, I'm in timestop. I'm amidst a time stop right now. So the upkeeps and things aren't at play. The only upkeep I have to maintain is the maintenance, the ever-increasing maintenance of the time stop itself. I need to do sufficient damage to her that when the time stop finally ends, she can't recover. So I have all these cities with no guards right now. I have lost a lot of these over here. Fucking spell lock, endurance. Alright. Yeah. She was able to kill 3 of this stack of behemoths with Crack's calls already. It's a real problem. I just need a few good webs. There's a kind of inevitability with all the webbings, I mean all the Crack's callings, that something will get through, and I should not have let them. I should be pushing forward and claiming this. Before they get one more lucky Crack's call in and kill my behemoth. Hi Floofy, how's it going? I saw you drop by during my Rabid stream. As I've talked about during it, because when I'm recording off the Switch, it's a lot more difficult for me to keep up with chat because, like, the game's over there, and chat's over there, and... Crap. I just lost my mouse. There it is. But, when I'm streaming a PC game like this, I have chat, like, I put it right next to the game, as close as I can get them. There's no escape. You are all lizard food. You are as crickets before my monsters. Ah, crap. Nope, nope, nope. Darn. Nah, sounds like an energy drink. Let's see. Bug fixed Master of Magic would be, pesticide. I think there's a variant of pesticide called Raid. I don't remember. It was called pesticide, right? I think so. There's a big bug fix patch. Yeah, I've talked about that many times. The AI, it plants cities way the hell too fast, but I don't know, talk to Seraphy, he's in the stream. Ask him about what's up with that. You do have endurance. Why are you only a movement of 3 today? That's not right. Why do you only have 3 movement? You should have 4. You should be hitting that this turn. If she ever runs out of mana crystals, I can try to claim this with... well, whatever I can find, really. increasing maintenance cost. Don't do that. That's annoying. Stop that. Got him. Oh wait, everything's flying here. What am I doing? Wearing out his counter magic. That's what I'm doing. Oh wow. That's not good. Why did a dispelling wave instead? This'll work. I used to try to build cities on the edge, the frozen tundra edge. Never really worked. No, my objection is always been that they build cities too quickly. They have the resources to build. How did that oh, right, they healed it. They just build a lot of cities very, very early. It's like, well, for example, this time I tried really hard because I had a bonus of like +4 population or something like that for trolls. So I tried to build a whole bunch of trolls early on. I was able to plant, I think, 3 cities total. And that's including the fact that I started the game with 2 settlers. It's just, they had covered the entire planet to where I couldn't find places to plant. I think I got 1 more in late game because they'd missed a spot somehow. Somehow they miss spots sometimes. But they have an uncanny habit of zeroing in on wherever you are and pushing cities across the sea to where you live. It's like, good grief, did you just start the game with water walking? The answer is yes, they probably did. I'd be super happy if they were just told during the first, I don't know, 40 turns of the game, you're not allowed to make a settler. So that the player has a little bit of time to catch up. I think it's a consequence of the AI just having way more resources than the player. Alright, This town is kicking my ass. I need to do something more drastic. There, no more time for cracks calls for you. And you're done. Okay. Okay, let's see. You're gonna hit this one. Oh, and then maybe this one. 2, 3, 4. Capital, and maybe swing low. So they're going to keep marching along up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you could swing out to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might not be able to hit this one in the same loop, but that army will get those. That can do that. Yeah, I think you should try to hit all the way out to there. You need to take this whole continent. Okay, yeah. I would recommend playing the game, from what it sounds like, Rocket Roar, I'd recommend playing the game with a smaller land size. I like there to be a lot of, you know, a big epic game board towards the end with lots of cities on it. But if you play on a smaller game map, there just won't be enough room for a lot of cities. Okay. Oh, awesome. Always happy to see more Prayer Master. Alright, let's see. I'll take all of this. I see this city is a giant black hole for my income. Alright, let's see. One for you. 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 And one for you. That's it. Oh no! We have to cast the spells again. As we run lower and lower and lower on our lizards. I'm gonna add flight to the mix this time. It's expensive. I wish I had flight on everyone and more mana crystals. Alright. Where are you guys? Okay, you guys are here to fill in you guys will fill in all of these cities as much as possible. I'll put one there. You lot will go there and I'll distribute you accordingly. Okay, now you lot. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with you yet. I suppose I can take you lot to... She doesn't really have any forces there. There's no need to even guard those right away. I can do something about that. This is mostly token guarding. Oh, actually, yes. That's where I'll push you. Okay. Yeah, they've got... She's got Earthgate. Alright. It's gonna get through sometime. Eventually. There's like, I don't even know how many difficulty settings beyond what I can play, and I've been playing the game since it was originally released. Someone out there feels the game was no challenge. Somewhere. But players that play on that level are not me. No more flying worm. Here, have iron skin. Why didn't that get hurt? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That worm. Oh, wow. Elemental armor, iron skin. Endurance, yes. Okay. But you don't have regeneration. Alright. But how many behemoths can you handle, really? And the lizard is fighting me. Despite iron skin and haste. Scary. What else can I do? Don't want to use up too much mana. Back attack! From the side! What we need is a giant mongoose. Those eat snakes, right? Worms, snakes, they're the same thing, aren't they? And it's over. But you made me burn up mana crystals, and that is turns. Turns of time stop gone. Oh! Why are you so tough? You're just a basic unit. Okay, that was over here, right? Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's hit this. Now, one thing I can do potentially is end time stop and recast it. It costs 1,000 and I think 2 turns. Yeah, we're at super late game. I'm just mostly confused why normal units are able to fight behemoths. Okay. I'll take that. Doesn't matter how tiny your town is. I take it anyway. And now you can cracks call that. I don't think this stack is going to last much longer. I don't think it'll finish its job. But they took a lot of cities. Okay. That is a very late game spell called Call Lightning. It makes it rain lightning bolts several times per round. It's one of nature's strongest spells. I always liked Call Lightning combined with Entangle. Entangle will make it so most of the enemies can't even move, or can barely move at all. And then, yeah, then you drop Call Lightning, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch as you get destroyed. You've got Earth to Mud and Web as well, if you really wanna mess with them. Yeah, Call Lightning is a great spell. Really, late game nature is all about just big summons, Call Lightning, and Entangle. Though I've always maintained Web is the best spell in the game. It's just that good. It's just that good. Okay, you guys need to get to that. Okay, let's see. He's took that. Alright. I can pick these up on the way. Yeah. Yeah. Chaos and sorcery mages are the worst. Why do they keep casting focus magic on their great worms? What is wrong with them? Why would you do that? Are you stupid? You're stupid, aren't you? Are you flying? You're not flying. Ah, jeez. This is a lot of mana. That's not good. Come on. Just get one through. Just one. Well, and then a whole bunch more once the dam breaks the flood. Up. Okay. I mean, ranged poison would be kind of amazing if it wasn't this late in the game where everything's pretty much immune. We're gonna need to regenerate our way out of this problem. Despite all the lightning. Ah! I got him. All right, and they're all still alive. Good, good, good. Another city of massive debts. I might go bankrupt owning all these new cities. Nothing but red circles on my heroes now. Good. Ah, no worms. Yeah, they do now. When you settle a city, you get a free swordsman now. It probably was because of me. I'm probably the reason for that. Sorry. My bloody ghosts. I couldn't resist. You'd be out there scouting with your little magic spirits, and all over the world, they'd settle like a dozen cities with nothing guarding them, and I'd be like, well, I have a ghost, and you have nothing. So, and then the city burns. The settlements would just be stopped before they started. So now they have a swordsman. One swordsman, because that's all it takes to stop a magic spirit. Yeah. I'll be right back. This is intensely hot in here. I'm gonna grab something. My room's an oven that I record in part because of all the soundproofing and everything. So one of my tricks is to stick bottles of water in the freezer. Unfortunately, these haven't fully frozen yet since my last stream. But yeah, just holding them, letting them absorb the heat from you, it helps a lot. I'm going to be forced to cast Flight again. It might take more than one behemoth. At least your counter magic is thoroughly worn out. Problem is, you'll just cast Web on the behemoth that I flight. Not during the summer, it ain't. We get as much as 90 above around here in the summer. But my little recording studio is just especially hot. Does anybody still have a good amount of MP? No? Alright. The good news is they all moved outside of the city. I don't need flight. Well, I'm still holding them in frozen time. We'll have to see what it looks like when time resumes. Yeah. Alright, no, this is how it should be. Yes! An ice cube. Until it melts. Where? Oh, right, there's still that. Elmendorf? What is Elmendorf? You're not getting away. Oh, really? Suddenly the counter magic makes one last dying gasp and stops me. Again. Ah, well, I also did the, I also lived practically on top of Death Valley at one point. Near Barstow, where they built the world's largest thermometer because they claim it's the highest ever recorded temperature. Yeah, 130 above every single summer. And then from there, back to Alaska. So, you know, real extremes there. But yeah, I've also been through Arizona. Not where I live. I live next to Fort Wainwright and Eielson Air Force Base. So, I've never been to Elmendorf. Isn't that... Is that the naval base? Or... Crap, I don't know. There's a couple other bases in the state. Let me tell you something about Alaska. It's enormous. I have not seen most of the state. And I mean that. It's really, really big. Like... There's a lot of countries that we think of as being, you know, a reasonably sized country that Alaska is bigger than. So, just because something's up here doesn't mean that I've been there. No? You mean FA is in Fairbanks? Well, let me put it this way. Elmendorf is not part of the North Star Borough. It is not in my borough. So, I don't know anything about it. Ah, we actually have the highest per capita ice cream consumption, too. For some reason. It's never made sense to me. But, ice cream is good business. Let's see... I'll tell you what's around Fairbanks. There's Fairbanks, then there's North Pole. I've already mentioned Fort Wainwright, which is Army. Eielson is Air Force. It's, I think, got the most, oh, how do they put it? It's got, like, more flight area you can just fly planes around in than any place else in the country or something like that. There was a big thing where they were going to close down Eielson Air Force Base some years ago. There was a big protest and stuff. Yeah, there's, there we go. So there's Salcha. I've been out to Salcha. I've worked out at Salcha. There's, that's pretty much the Fairbanks region. Now, I know a locksmith, and he services some pretty far out places, including villages that can only be reached by air that he has to fly out to. What is the longest amount of time I've ever gone without seeing the sun? That's a very strange question. I don't know. I was night shift for years, graveyard shift. So basically, when we're only getting 30 minutes or less of sunlight, and then it's slow, there's less and less and less sunlight, and then there's more and more and more sunlight. But when you work graveyard shift and you're asleep through the day, yeah, you can go 6 months without seeing the sun. I have no idea what my record is. No clue. Yeah, North Pole is a town, by the way. I'm not saying that the North Pole is here. But we have a town called North Pole, and the Santa Claus house is their tourist attraction. All of the street lights are done up like candy canes. Let me see. I got you with wind walking, right? What I'm missing is spell lock. Every time she forces me to do this, that's a ton of mana crystals gone again. This is a war of attrition. Okay, they're gonna come through and take care of that. The summoned creatures are likely to outlive all of the other things. Where did your... Oh, you converted your gold into more mana crystals, did you? You can do that during a time stop? Or am I stealing your gold by taking your cities? I think that's a thing, actually. Ooh, don't want to go through there. I suppose I could cut through that. I suppose I can cut through that. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see. Do I want to hit this? Or do I ignore these two and strike out for this? And move my way into this area? I think I'm going to go that way. Okay. Buy a few more turns. They're going to take back a lot of their cities, I think, if she can. But I think the shock of what I've done is going to... I think it's going to break her. Effectively break her. You got my spell locked, did you? Okay. How bad is this one? Iron Skin plus Endurance. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but not the worst it could be. Flight. Alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna Zerg rush this worm with behemoths. It's like performing a rush with ultralisks. Ah, crap. Well, it's late game, so it's not a rush. But anyway, you know what I mean. Gotcha! Ouch. Could I have won this game without time stop? We will never know. That's the longest amount of time I've seen someone stay in a stream. I don't know. I've had some really long streams. I've had sometimes people go out and then they come back later. Somebody once stayed in a stream for, stayed in the thing until my next stream 24 hours later. That was actually fairly recent. Okay. Now I just need to pull everything down to the ground. Sorcery's all like, we can fly! Nature's all like, no you can't. I often see, Buster, I often see you have left a comment so that when I start up a stream, I see it. I actually have no way of knowing if somebody is staying from one stream to the next unless they tell me that they did that. By the way, YouTube actually does not tell me that on its own. Though YouTube does give me all kinds of other weird information, much of which I don't ask for. Would you like to know how many people in each country have viewed your videos? There are you got 2 views from Lithuania this week. Okay. Stuff like that. Alright, I'm gonna have to make one of these lizards jump. I'm gonna go with this one, he seems healthy. There goes some more mana. I really like Dead Space. I think that the first game is a masterpiece. I played it back to back with the second, which a lot of people swear is the better game. First game, man. The first game. And let's not talk about the third. Oh, which new YouTube guidelines? Is there another set of new YouTube guidelines? Will they ever stop with the new guidelines? Please just die. Holy crap, I used an ice bolt for something. I actually used an ice bolt! An invisible super galley? Did I ever build an invisible super galley? I don't remember doing that. I mean, it sounds like something I might do. I made a whole bunch of invisible heroes. Okay, right. They dispelled the spell lock. I have to make sure I re-engage that. Okay. 75 mana. They picked that off with the Magician's Dispel. Okay, the same thing that gets... Actually, no, they've got Windwalk. You don't. I'll just have to make a special floating island just for them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curses. Alright. Oh. Well, we gotta cut through somewhere. Oh, is it that law that they passed? Article 13, is that what you're referring to? Something relating to that? Only time I've ever seen YouTube directly send every single creator something about politics was when they were freaked out about Article 13. That was fairly recent, actually. So is it something to do with that? Oh no, not web! What, you run out of mana for Crack's Call? How you doing on the mana front? You still got enough. Oh, shoot. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it before. I've seen it with Demon Lords and... Ah, crap. And other things. Well, that was unlucky. Where you'll just have a unit suddenly get, like, a ton of abilities, and the game would just crash if you looked at it. That happened to me a few times. For once, a city that's not flying. Actually, the ones on this side weren't doing that so well. I cannot cast Web on an illusion, sadly. Not that I have any reason to. But if I wanted to, alas, I could not. There was this one ability when you'd get a corrupted Demon Lord like that. Every single tile it would move over would become corrupted, like corruption, the spell corruption, on every single tile that it moved over, and other weird abilities you never saw in the game. Where I'd be like, what? What is this? Personally, I think a summoned unit that corrupts everything it moves over would be amazing, but also kind of stupid, because you'd be allied with someone and then they'd summon one of them. And then they just start walking through your lands because, man, the AI can just be a real dick sometimes. I haven't heard about this one. Some new data protection law, huh? You know, I first started having videos blocked in Germany like 8 or 9 years ago. The first time it happened, I was shocked and didn't know whether to be, you know, what to think of it. It was just, yeah, your video's blocked in Germany now. What? What? My review of a Star Wars comic is too hot for Germany? And then yeah, then for a while, I had so many videos with just seemingly at random getting blocked in other countries, usually Germany or someplace in the EU. It was really frustrating when I believe it started happening in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Just, I'd be in the middle of a series, and one video would get blocked in the middle of the series. And I'd be like, the hell? Why would you do this? Someone will be trying to watch this, and suddenly, one of the videos will just be missing. Yeah, that one pissed me off. As you might imagine. If I cast web on you, would you just drown? Probably not. No! Crap. I'll cast Flight, I'll move forward, you'll cast Web. I see exactly how this is going to end up going, so I'm going to cut you off now. This is really unfortunate. Alright. Ahem. You got one shot. Yeah. Yeah, I've been dealing with webs through counter magic for a bit now. It's not so easy to get one through. Okay, there. Now you're in position. Have you ever played Knowles? Yeah, it's been a while, but I have played Knowles. It's been a little while. Yeah, it's just been a while. The Knolls have actually been improved immensely. I always thought they were a really interesting race, even if they weren't great. They were always just interesting. Their settlers had attack power. And now it's back to me trying to put a web through. Whoops. Oh, I got it. I should just be grateful that counter magic wears out at all. Yeah, who was it? Somebody. They had somebody opened a door in their room. The door to their room. Somebody opened it, and it squeaked. And that was copyright claimed, and, you know, the whole 9 yards. That story's always stuck with me. Just unbelievable. I forget who that was. Somebody I talked to. Was it? Was it Dubstep Racer or no? Wait. Who was that? It wasn't Crowjack or Freckris. Who was it? Somebody. Somebody. It happened to somebody. Not very helpful. Oh well. You'll just have to take my word for it. Nom 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 nom. Crap. My behemoth is not full yet. There, now he's satiated. You may feed again tomorrow on more elves. Tasty, tasty elves. Okay, let's see. Ah, right, I was just cutting through here. Okay. We're going to be hitting her capital soon. I was hoping she'd run out of mana, but I don't think that's going to happen. I wonder if I can distribute my heroes. One of the great things about this setup here is I can take out all of their spell casting units before they realize there's things that they can target with this spell. Hard to see these guys. I'm just curious if I can estimate how much casting skill you've got. So let me see. Another Earth Elemental. How much did Earth Elementals cost? I don't remember. Alright, the answer is too much. That's how much casting skill she's got. Holy crap. Do I get XP for all these Earth Elementals? Another one. Let's see, just 2 more cities here. And maybe we can join up with this lot. Adamant. What a nice city you have here. Oh, you're the one that got dispelled a whole bunch. You really need the mobility to get the most out of what little time you have. Oops, not bless. Oh, fine, bless. Here you go. You're welcome. Endurance, that's what I meant. And we'll lock it all up again. Yeah, same schedule it's been. On weekends, you get extra streams. On weekdays, you get the same time every day. Okay. Hi there. I think this will be mine now. wish you wouldn't do that. Somehow my first web went through. That never happens. Weird. Earth to Mud is actually another really good spell. I think Time Stop is just OP no matter what you do to it. It's ridiculous. Perhaps its base cost should just be, you know, like 5,000 mana crystals or something just to cast it. Just base cost. It's basically the most powerful spell in the game. By a lot. As I've shown, it gives you unlimited casting skill. Because you time stop and then you just summon 3 stacks of behemoths. If I had Time Stop and Archangels, oh my gosh. Or Demon Lords, either or. Because they give you increased power, that would be it. I'd have just summoned all the stacks. I'd have covered every single city of mine with 9 Demon Lords. And I'd have been like, yeah, you want to do a spell of mastery? You think you can stop me? Go on, take my cities. Presumably everywhere you've got units is a small pocket where time still moves. It's one of those I'm an all-powerful wizard mwahaha spells. The laws of reality bend to my will. Laws of physics are mine to play with at my whims. But yeah, it's pretty frickin' OP. Okay. Maybe I should offer her peace after this. Do you think she'd accept? I can't wait to see the charts. They're not going to update until time resumes, but it's going to be catastrophic. So she'll still have 2 cities over there. I might be able to force a bunch of units that are garrisoning out to take those 2 cities over there. I'll wait until hopefully she's out of mana crystals before I attempt it. This particular counter magic doesn't seem as potent as your others. Got so many hit points, does the healing even matter? Whoa! Oh, like that's gonna stop me. I don't quite get why you pulled back. You've killed a lot of my units. You should feel like you're ahead of where you were. Okay. As long as it doesn't move into this corner, we're okay. It's a lot of healing. That is a problem. Fine, I'm gonna cast big spells. Ah! How'd you get that through? No, don't you dare slip away. You are lizard food. No escapes. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So, what's this little thing over here? Back to the cracks calls. Oh, look, a behemoth that still has magic. That fight was way more intense than it had any right to be. And end up using some crystals, but we'll be okay. Get rid of that. The maintenance cost is starting to add up. Okay. 2, 3. She has 1 gold left. Well, don't spend it all in one place. Considering most of your cities were operating at a deficit. Well, we'll see. Oops, you were supposed to haste yourself first. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah, it's never gonna work. You guys ever gonna level up again? You've been doing a lot. Surely you've earned one by now. Another one, I mean. Yep, and we know that Invisible is going to be another hero. Which dispel allows me to dispel somebody else's city? Blast the enchantments off it? Was it dispel wave or disenchant area or... Crap, which one is it? Okay. I might want to hit her capital with that first. If all I get rid of is Holy Light, that's still an advantage. I've lost a lot of behemoths in this endeavor. Don't know how much I wish I had gotten Great Worms, or especially Colossus instead. Oh man. Colossi would have been amazing. I mean, the behemoths are good. They get the job done, but... Specifically Heavenly Light and the enchantments on those worms. How much am I willing to invest? Oh, it caps at 125? It's so inexpensive. Holy crap! Well, in that case... Get rid of those land links. Get rid of it all. It costs nothing. I spend more than that in an average battle. There's not an enchantment left. Yeah, I think that's pretty thorough. Maybe I'll hit him with one more. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of these. We're down to 4. Yeah, this'll have to join up with the other crew. Oh, got one. Starting to get to where this garbage here might be enough to stop them. Ow. Sometimes my mind misreads things. I look at web and my mind goes, Weeb! Cast Weeb on them! Now you are weeaboos! Ha ha! Anyway. Catch the fast-moving, slippery ones. Denude them of their adamant. And their lives. They're trying so hard to kill that one. Lucky with the cracks calls. Okay. These weird web-spitting lizards. Just running around spewing webs all over everything. They're lizard spiders. We've crossbred them. Yes, they are very natural. Powers of nature make them. In our lab. Nature powers are also called gene splicing. Very natural. Okay, so this stack, it took the entire stack, but they did it. They conquered a continent. Well, 2. Well, it's 1 continent, as far as I'm concerned. So they can join up with this stack. This stack only has 4 more cities to do. The heroes will sweep what's down there. So they take those 4 cities, join up with the remnants. Then they need to hit this and dive into this plane, maybe? I think I might make a full sweep of her before the time stop ends. Although part of me wants to just defeat her during a time stop because it's amazing, and part of me wants to give her a turn just so I can see the graphs. Because the graphs are going to be amazing. Might do something like that. I might save on the last turn, banish her, and then load back just to look at the graphs. I think it would be worth doing. Worth seeing. The fall of the mighty. Ooh, that's not good. Why are you winning this fight? That would be why you're winning this fight. I see. Well. We might be able to do a little bit. To tilt the odds. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fine. That costs more than a full dispel wave. What's that? Ray's dead? That sounds like necromancy to me. Are you dabbling in the dark arts? Well, we found our justification for this war. there was still an iron skin in there. Okay, it's pretty chewed up at this point. I can't believe how inexpensive it is. The value of all the enchantments I just blew off her was way more than I just spent. What? Me? Death magic? Oh, never. You've never seen me do such a thing in any of my games. No, not me. You know, you really should build your cities on solid bedrock. I don't know what you've been building them on, but it's entirely too easy to earth glide in. So many of these cities are so far in the red, it's ridiculous. Oops, I just got rid of that, and I need another one. Let's see. Should probably put one down there. What's this? A hero! I wonder if you've got any artifacts I could smash from mana crystals to let me keep going a little longer. She's not casting spells. She's worried about her mana. As she should be. Okay, blur. Crap. I wish you wouldn't. unfortunate. Go, 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 go. Get them! Before they make this too expensive for me. Alright, and this fight is over. Okay, let me see. That was this fine city of upstanding high gentlemen. You could fill my world with paladins. Uh-oh. Is it time to storm her capital? I think it is. So there's 4 cities on that plane. 8 cities on her plane. 8 cities that are now about to become -1. Oh, boy. Oh, the Beastmaster's still here. That's a problem. Soul Linker 3. Yes, that is a problem. Orb of Invisibility and Teleporting. Invulnerability. And the Masamune. Okay. Meanwhile... Alright. Now... I'm gonna start with counter magic. Okay. First thing to do... Okay, now you guys, you can plant and entangle. Sort of cast regeneration, various summons. Okay, now, first their Beastmaster has to go. Next, I have to assassinate their illusionist. Now, yeah, that's about what I'd expect. Okay. This is gonna be tough. Just put a blur down. These aren't ordinary behemoths. These are maxed out with every buff and thing I could do to them. How will they fare? Mediocre. God, flying super death lizards aren't. Still, this is pretty good on a whole. What a sword. What a chainmail. What artifacts. All going to feed my time stop. If worst comes to absolute worst, I can cash in my own artifacts that I made to buy a few more turns. Storm giants, call centaurs. Oh, just exactly what I needed. Okay. No, I think I got this. Oh, you sure you want to cast spells from Limbo? That uses a lot of mana crystals, you know. Can you really afford it? Can you? I guess it's more of a question of can you afford not to at this point. Burn too many mana crystals, I might just start using things that aren't behemoths to take your cities. They all recognize who's the fastest. They're coming for you, Sonic. A little unnecessary, if you ask me. This city is going to be wrecked. Why don't they summon Earth Elementals? I don't get it. Whoa, whoa there, what are you doing? What are you people doing? You're being dumb again. Resist elements does not resist the element of earth, because Cracked Call still works. But it resists fire and water and... I don't think there are any spells I'd associate with air. Okay, looks like you took out a couple of mine, but reinforcements are on the way. 2 cities left. And I'll have to figure out where to put them. I can't move them, huh? A 1,000 left. Yeah, you're not going to waste mana on this. Every once in a while, I let the lizards do as they please. Apparently, they think they're basilisks, because they love to petrify. Let me see here. Where is it? Windwalking. Spell lock. There's a great worm in this one. It's a lot for a small little town like this to have. Critical, we get a couple of webs in play. That one just has water walking. So weirdly. You're not whack-a-mole, you're a great worm. Of course, every single behemoth has to chase down that one webbed draconian. Because of course they do. Boy, we have a lot of buffs to put on cities. She's not casting spells in battle anymore. Well, maybe a little. Interesting. We're both running counter magic now. The old, I counter your counter. No, I counter your counter. No, I counter your counter of my counter. Those were the days. I just imagine these behemoths just open their mouths up and spit out webs. It's just what they do. As soon as I put the counter magic in play, she stops even trying. She threw one crack's call at me and then stopped. I can't push auto battle if this great worm will just kite me forever. Another one down. Oh, this looks like an important town. She got nothing. It's been a long time since I've had a hero army that actually won in the capital fight. My hero armies always seem to lose those. You weren't supposed to be there. You should try owning your own place. It's great. I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend adulthood. All through school, especially high school, I heard over and over and over again, these are the best days of your life. All I can assume is that all of my teachers were doing it wrong. They were all living life incorrectly. Adulthood is freaking awesome. Oh, that crap. Oh, well, whatever. There's no one to tell me that I can't stay up all night if I want. Or spend my money any way I please. And I have money! Not a lot of it, but still. The only thing that's terrible about adulthood is you never have enough time. The wolf who loves there. Well, that's good. It'd be real nice to have a wolf that loves somewhere. Much better than having a wolf that hates somewhere. That's not any fun. And probably dangerous. No, you were right the first time. You gave a much more interesting statement the first time. I like it. Alright. Okay. All that over this tiny little Arctic village. Let me see. 1, 2. How many we got left? We're almost done. There are 4 cities left on this plane of existence. And 2 on... Well, you're on my continent. I had my eyes set on this city all game. I'm gonna send the army that guards my capital. That's right. Literally, the Royal Guard is coming to take a city. I don't know they're gonna succeed, but they'll try. They're full of shaman and priests. Oh dear. That'll never work. These golems have iron skins. I could invisible them all. That might work. Actually, at least the warlocks should be. And these war trolls. Yes. And dying for my amusement is the highest honor that any being can achieve in my world. Yes. And resist magic, just so nothing weird happens to ya. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. Foomph. Hello. You have precious little left at this point. Holy crap. You have no money and practically no mana left. No food to feed your armies. I really want to see the charts. Alright, go forth, my lizardy minions, and bring doom upon them. Or resist elements upon yourselves. Whatever floats your boat. That sounds like most of the games, except I'm the one screaming that. Hey, she burst into my world and immediately started tearing into the nearest thing she could. Ripped it apart and took tons of cities. Peaceful. But yeah, she was summoning great worms at an absolutely terrifying rate. You saw how many she had. She had only just gotten the spell. I had to use time-stop chicanery to build up the armies. If I had tried to go for the spell of mastery, I'd have been overrun. Absolutely overrun. Oh, nothing but lies. Crap. Somebody lost a spell lock. I'll have to fix that. Do I have to fix that? They finally gained their levels. They didn't even get that from the capital. They got it from taking this little tiny island over here. This was where they truly learned. Whatever it was that they learned. Alright, somebody here. Mecca. We need to take Mecca. A city in the middle of the desert. Okay. I have no idea why you guys came here, but go. You're trying my strategy against me? I'll have you know I pioneered that. I feel like entangling you. What you gonna do about it, huh? What are these old sprites doing here? They should have been retired ages ago. Well, go forth and catch the old elderly sprites in your mouths. Ever see a dog eat a butterfly? I just find that really weird. Literally catch it and just eat it. You're like, whoa! Thanks to Entangle, you guys can't move at all. It's okay, I never decommission stuff either. In Civilization, I always have a unit of cavemen with clubs in my capital, every game. It's kind of an honor guard thing. They live in the capital the entirety of the game. I'll win with the space race, and there'll still be a unit of cavemen with clubs. Proudly defending my capital. And what's great is you have to have a military unit or the people don't feel safe and they get unhappy. But they're perfectly happy if that military unit that's protecting them is just a bunch of guys with clubs. Ah, Neanderthals. Okay, we feel safe. I played Civ 2 a fair amount, and then I've really got into Civ 4. I really like Civ 4. When every other company at the time had been pushing simplicity in their games, here was a game willing to give a deep strategy game, a deep 4X. It was so much better than Civ 3. God, Civ 3 was hot garbage. Sorry to those people. I know there are some of you out there who really love Civ 3 for some reason. I know it has a following. I tried it. I tried to play it many times. Civ 4 took the things that I actually liked about it and did away with the rest. Yeah, I can definitely recommend Civ 4. Get the expansions, of course. Warlords and Beyond the Sword. And then get yourself into the mods. The mods are where it's at, man. I could buff you guys up some more, but honestly, I don't know how much it would help you, really. So, I don't think this is going to go well. Not the priests! Alright. So let's see. What is the first big spell? Entangle? Blur. Well, that hurt him a little. That hurt him not enough. Crap. No! Heal! Heal! Let the healing flow! Crap. I don't think these guys are gonna make it. Angel is providing them a holy bonus. Ah, they found my warlocks. Pooh. Entangle. Ah! You used your move. Just taking one step. I can kite you now. Eventually, your counter magic is gonna break down. Eventually. And stuff is gonna start slipping through. What next? Stasis is interesting. How about... Nope. Just a little webbing. It'll get through, inevitably. Know what you need? Haste! So far, we've managed to kill a great worm. That's a pretty big deal already. Okay, what other tricks? What others? Did we deploy? Yes, we deploy. We did entangle. You've got iron skin. You've got everything. So, I do not have catapults. But I can make phantom beasts. Suddenly they flee in terror. Phantom beasts that walk right through your walls. That are immune to your petrification. Unlike my war trolls, which are actually vulnerable to their gorgons. I could also make earth elementals. Those are also hard to petrify. Hi. And we're back to war trolls. What I started the game with. I took it. I actually took it. It cost most of the Royal Guard. Whoops, that's not it. But it's finally mine. And it's almost profitable, but not. Still almost. Oh man, we've only got like 5 turns left. Assuming I don't cast anything. And let's start casting things. Because I need things. I don't know, just sit there. I still need to play Masters of Orion. I've been meaning to for a very, very long time. But then again, I was also meaning to play XCOM for a very, very long time. Maybe when I finish XCOMing, that'll be the next one. Who knows? Yeah, I know. I loved Railroad Tycoon and Transport Tycoon Deluxe later. I loved Master of Magic, Darklands. I'm a huge Microprose fan, and then there's just randomly Microprose games I never played. Alright, this is it. The final city. I can't believe how long timestop has lasted. You remember, she held this entire plane and a good chunk of this one. And in a single time stop, I was able to wipe her out without her getting a turn. I was able to maintain it that long. Also, this gives us a chance to compare heroes for a second in their endgame forms. So this is the beginning of the game hero. Only 7 defense at max level? Wow. She's able to get a decent amount of hit points. You're a spellcaster, so it's hard to compare. Yeah, this is what a hero... Oh, wow. You'd only have 9 defense, even though you're a superhero. Heroes don't get much defense. Okay. Alright. We can see the attack power difference. Not a lot of difference in health, but the attack power, we can see it. So the difference in tiers of heroes are... Well, this one's got more defense. A lot more defense. But a lot less attack. So it seems like the biggest thing is in stat points. Oh, that might be because you have agility. That's why. Yeah, it's mostly the abilities that differentiate the heroes, it looks like. Yeah, I just played Modern XCOM for the first time. That was the last thing I did before Mario & Rabbids. Okay, we've saved. I'm going to beat her, then I'm going to load back just so we can see the charts. Because I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? See, this one at least speaks truth. This one stat here, I think... She's got 1,000 mana crystals and she refuses to use them. God, the worms behave weirdly. Alright, let's see. I feel like casting Entangle. Oh, you countered it? It's not... Doesn't a big spell wear out your thing more than a small spell? I guess not. How much does a Spell of Return cost? I didn't think the Spell of Return cost more than 500. Am I thinking of an older version? Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to the interface of the original XCOM. And then I played Terror from the Deep. I played the modern Enemy Within. And I'm going to start getting into all the mods soon. Oh, I also played Reaver's Faithful mod of the original, which is really good, I think. But yeah, I've got a ton of mods I want to try. Yeah, XCOM actually really impressed me. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't realize just how good it was going to be. It was like Master of Magic and Darklands. It's microprose at their best. Actually, you could make an argument that Darklands isn't quite, but I mean, it was so revolutionary. And there's still nobody makes a game quite like it. Okay. Zap. The Great Unsummoning? You just had that lying around? You and your suppress magics. If I hadn't had time stop, that suppress magic might have... Well, it doesn't matter. 97% combat strategy. I have no idea what that means still to this day. I thought I did pretty good. The game's all like, you get a D. 54%. No, that's an F. Alright, now let's load and look at the charts. So I'm going to have to give her a turn, and she's probably going to take a bunch of my cities. I mean, I would. I only wish we could see the list of units that starve or otherwise fail to be maintained. She's got a few nodes, so she can probably pay her mana bills. That was satisfying. So I'm going to do another round of Caster of Magic. I'm probably going to use the random game generator and just let it throw something random at me. Alright. Time stop ends. Hey, want to negotiate? Wow, yeah, negative 142. I knew those cities were bad for me. It's going to take it some time now. It's going to have to think for a bit. It was horrible. Thousands of units starved to death. Okay, she got 1, 2. Now I wish I hadn't been putting guards in them. I mean, it's kind of amusing. She's really gonna just attack everywhere. She's gonna go wild. Anyway, just wipe stuff out, okay? I just want to see the numbers, okay? You can take back as many cities as you can take back. I don't care. You're just here to destroy buildings. Look, stop that. I have a better idea. Look, you can... Oh, this is one of my old... Oh my gosh. Heroes with artifacts of awesomeness. Great worms. Anyway, it's yours. You may have it. The charts are going to be a little warped because of all the cities she takes back, but whatever. Some of these would have held out, some of them wouldn't. Can I explain why I didn't raise the cities? Because I hate doing it. Because I hate it. And look, it was awesome. I conquered the world and took all the cities without burning anything. I was the good guy, really. Not the monster. But yeah, no, I absolutely hate burning cities and destroying things in games. I don't know why. I've done it. I've done the strategy. I've played it through more than once. But I always feel like way better when I've conquered everything and I have like all the money and all the armies and everything, you know? Yeah, for a while the best strategy was Doom Drakes and burning everything. But he removed the, I think it was the Inquisitor retort. It's amazing. She doesn't burn things either. Usually the AI burns stuff. No, Satori's awesome. She doesn't burn anything. Holy crap. Look at how much she took back in one turn. This is the risk that I was taking by taking her out the way I did, was that she could reclaim all of this in one move. Like, just appreciate what this war was. This was one hell of an unfair surgical strike. This is what her actual armies, if given even one turn, would have done. Look at that. That is one turn. Nevertheless, despite all the cities she retook, this is what it looks like right here. That. And that actually would have dropped even further if she hadn't been able to retake everything like that. Her army is still rated as being a bajillion times stronger than me. Her power production is wrecked, though. She makes 4,000 gold a day? How? Okay, that is a lie. There is no nodes or layers for her to claim in the world. Where did that money just come from? From taking... Oh, okay, yeah, okay. She just took my money. Okay, alright, that makes sense. Okay. Just... I so wish I could see everybody else on the graph in the moment that they dropped and died. Like, I so wish the graph could keep everyone on it. But yeah, just... That's what I had to see. So next time, I will do the random game generator, and I guess I'll do Knowles. I'll let everything else be random and just play Knowles. Unless it rolls Mirren Plain. I can't do Knowles on the Mirren Plain. I mean, I could. I did Clack-Ons on the Mirren Plain. But, no. Anyway. Well, now that's the big question. Would I have beaten that game if I had rolled a different, very rare enchantment? If instead of Time Stop I had landed Skydrakes or something, would I have still won? It would have probably been a nasty wrestling match. She didn't have Spell Blast, so it could have come to the Spell of Mastery, and then it might have been me just trying to hold on till the spell is complete. Man, Spell Blast makes such a mess of the Spell of Mastery. It's like, this is the ultimate spell. This is the purpose of the entire game. This is the whole, well, a beginning of the game spell just stops it continuously. Yeah. Anyway, that was great. And until next time and every time, this is Hadrix signing off. I'm not replaying. No, I'm starting a new game. I won that one. Bye.